Okay, welcome back. This is the last lesson recording for IM1, November 3rd, 2020. So where we've left off is allowing the distribution method, allowing us to solve problems like this. If you're trying to solve this by guess and check, you will not be able to do it. It's just a little bit more complicated, right? So that is the reason that I've been saying, hey, you need to solve algebraically. If you do that, it's very straightforward and it's very error-proof. And when you're doing solving multi-step equation, the steps that you need to be thinking about is you need to be always looking for to distribute if necessary. Sometimes you do not need to distribute when you do not have the parentheses with a number in front, but sometimes you do. Then you need to be combining like terms and then finally solve. Okay, so solving two-step equation where you have equation like 10x plus 15 is equal to 65. Remember, what you need to be thinking about, what is that being done to x here? X is being multiplied by 10 and then being added to 15 to get to the result. So to undo, we need to think about what was the very last thing that was done to x. That was adding 15. So how do we undo adding 15? You subtract 15 from both sides of the equal sign. Then you end up with 50 is equal to 10x because 15 positive 15 minus 15, they disappear to 0, right? So then you have 10x is equal to 50. Then you need to divide both sides by 10 and you get x is equal to 5. Okay, and then we went on to doing some practice problems. So I'd like you to pause the video and see if you can solve. Remember, solve means find the value of the variable that makes the equation true. Okay, what the left-hand side is going to be equal to the right-hand side. And the steps that we need to think about is distribute if necessary, combine like terms, and then finally solve. So please pause the video and solve them. And I am going to work through the problems, assuming that you have had a chance to do so. Okay, so the first question, 3m minus 5 minus 7m minus 8 is equal to 3. How do I do this? Well, I need to see, do I need to distribute anything? Do I have any parentheses that needs to be multiplied out? No, there is not. So then you go to second step, combine like terms. Do I have any like terms that I can combine? Well, I have 3m here and I have negative 7m here. Okay, so 3m plus negative 7m. 3 minus 7 is negative 4m. Okay, so that's combined. Okay, what do we have any more? Well, we have negative 5 minus 8. Remember that negative sign belongs to the number. It's not just 5. It's negative 5 minus 8. That's negative 5 minus 8. You're adding two numbers with same sign. So you're adding 5 plus 8 is 13. And you're dealing with negative numbers, so it's negative 13. So it becomes, left-hand side becomes negative 4m minus 13 is equal to, the right-hand side is 3. So we basically simplify the left-hand side of the equal sign first. That's what you need to do. And then fine. This is a two-step equation where you see that m is being multiplied by negative 4 and then subtracted by negative 3. So what do we need to do? We need to undo subtract 13 because that was the very last thing that was done to m. So how do I undo subtract 13? You add 13 to both sides. And that leaves us with, this goes away to 0, and you're left with negative 4m is equal to 16. Okay, and then from here, I am going to divide both sides by not 4, but negative 4, because negative 4 is being multiplied to m. So negative 4 being divide both sides by negative 4. And then when you do that, negative 4 divided by negative 4, that just becomes my giant one and cancels out to 1m, which is same as m. So m is equal to, what's 16 divided by negative 4? That's 16 divided by 4 is 4. Positive divided by negative is negative. So my final answer is m is equal to negative 4. Let's try the next problem. Okay, so B. Remember, when you see a number with parentheses, you need to distribute that first. Okay, so I see that negative 4 is being multiplied to 3a and then to 5. So negative 4 times 3a. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 12a plus negative 4 times 5. Negative 4 times 5 is minus 20, because negative 4 times 5 is negative 20 is equal to 28. Okay, now again, this is a two-step equation, and you need to be thinking about what do I need to undo first. A is first being multiplied by negative 2, and then to that result, it's being subtracted by 20. That means the last thing that was done was subtract 20. So I need to undo that. And I undo that by adding 20 to both sides. And that leaves me with negative 12a is equal to negative 20 plus 20 is 0. 28 plus 20 is 48. Okay, and then to that, negative 12 is being multiplied to a. So to undo multiply by negative 12, I am going to divide both sides by negative 12. And you get a is equal to 48 divided by 12 is 4. And positive divided by negative is negative 4. So again, we got negative 4 as the answer. Oh, negative 4 seems to be a popular answer. Okay, what about C? C gets a little bit more complicated because I see that there is some distributing that I need to do first, okay? So then let's do that. I can't do anything with y as it is, but I do know that negative 3, remember it's the negative 3 that is being distributed, not just positive 3. Okay, so negative 3 times 2y, that's negative 6y. Okay, negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. To that, you're multiplying y. And then negative 3 is being multiplied to not just 7, but to negative 7. Negative 3 times negative 7 is actually positive 21. Okay, so is equal to 76. Okay, now you should be looking at the left-hand side. Can I simplify the left-hand side anymore? Yes, because I see like terms that I can combine. I have y here minus 6y, so that gives me negative 5y because 1 minus 6 is negative 5. And we're dealing with negative 5 lots of y. And then to that you have 21 is equal to 76. Okay, so then we are, okay, what is being done to y? Y is first being multiplied by negative 5, then added to 21. So the very last thing that was done to y was add 21. So we need to undo the very last thing, which is add 21 by subtracting 21 from both sides. And that goes away to 0. So you're left with negative 5y is equal to 76 minus 21. That's 55. Okay, so then again, we need to divide both sides by negative 5, not just positive 5, but it's negative 5 because negative 5 is being multiplied to y. So negative 5 is being multiplied to y, and you're left with y is equal to 55 divided by 5 is 11. Positive divided by negative is negative, so y is equal to negative 11. And that's your final answer. Okay, so that's it for today. So what you should be writing is on the table of content, we did not write this last lesson. So last lesson was 10:30 or October 30th. We were doing using area model to multiply polynomial. And today's lesson, we worked on distributive property and using that to solve multi-step equation. So the last thing you need to do is scan and submit your class notes from today. And it is in Canvas, classwork 11/3/20. That's it for today. Thank you for listening.